Earwig and the Witch is the latest film from Studio Ghibli. This is their first new film in 7 years. It was directed by Goro Miyazaki, and it follows a young orphan girl named Earwig who is adopted by a witch and comes home to a spooky house filled with mystery and magic. Studio Ghibli is one of my favorite studios, period, working today. They have made some of the greatest films of all time, in my opinion. And with a 7-year leave of absence, I was dying just to get anything from these people. Unfortunately, we didn't really get anything that was worth the wait. Earwig is Studio Ghibli's first CG animated film. Being the pioneers of animation that they are, it seems logical that they would try to dip their toe into this medium eventually. But I think for now, everyone can agree that their strong suit is definitely their hand-drawn 2D animation. And I feel like if they ever try to do 3D animation again, they better come with some really good stuff instead of this shit. This film was made for TV in Japan, but for the United States they decided to give it a limited theatrical run and they released it straight to HBO Max just so that they could get in talks for Oscar consideration. Like that'll ever happen. The animation feels so cheap and soulless. It feels like you're just looking into nothing when you look at these characters. And it took me completely out of the experience. When you watch a Ghibli movie, you're supposed to feel like you were just enveloped in this beautiful world. And you didn't get that at all from this film with this animation. All you get is just blank faces. As far as writing goes, Earwig is kind of endearing. She's kind of interesting, but not really to the point where you want to watch her the whole time. And as far as the narrative goes, I could not care at all about this story in its entirety, honestly. The supporting characters aren't really that interesting either. Probably the second most interesting character is the Mandrake, played by Hugh Grant in the dub. But there isn't a single character in this movie that really piques my interest fully and makes me want to root for them. All I really get is just boring characters that just pass the time away on the screen. This is also the only film that I know of in all of Ghibli. I haven't seen every single Studio Ghibli movie ever, but I believe this is the only one to ever try to set up a sequel at the end. This movie is not very long. It's only an hour and 20 minutes long, but even at the end of this movie, these characters end up in a place completely different from where they were at the beginning of the film, and it doesn't feel earned at all. It feels like they didn't have enough of a concept to really make a full feature film, but it also feels like they had too much of stuff crammed into here at the same time. Very, very weird feeling when I got to the end of this movie. If this movie does get a sequel, I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably not going to watch it. It'll be probably the only Ghibli film that I ever just decide to completely check out from. I don't know the full extent of how Goro really got the job directing this film. I feel honestly pretty bad for the man. He's now made 3 movies for Studio Ghibli, and 2 out of the 3 are my 2 least favorite Ghibli movies ever. I did like From Up on Poppy Hill. That was a good movie. But Tales from Earthsea and now Earwig and the Witch are genuinely bad movies, in my opinion. Especially this one. I'm going to give Earwig and the Witch a D. Anyways, you guys, what did you think of Earwig and the Witch? Let me know in the comments. And be sure to like and sub and share and do all that stupid stuff. And be on the lookout for new reviews coming very soon. Anyways, have a nice one.